Hey man, I'm back. We still talking about that Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef, man. So on this last song Kendrick just dropped, that Not Like Us record with DJ Mustard. He dissing Drake. And that record, I like that one now, you know what I'm saying? I like the vibe, the beat, it's a vibe, it's a bop, you know what I'm saying? Something you can step to, something you can walk to, you know what I'm saying? Really definitely play in the club. I know it's going crazy on the West Coast right now. But he said a few things in that record, man, that really stood out, you know what I'm saying? Other than, you know, he was talking about the pedophilia shit, niggas in OVO with a sex trafficking charge and all that right there. So I ain't gonna get off into all that right there because I don't know what's true and what's false concerning any of that right there. But when he said, you think the Bay go play about Pop, that Oakland trip might be your last stop, nigga. I think that was a threat, but it wasn't a threat that from Kendrick sending Drake. It's a threat, but also a warning of things to come, of things that could come, of things that could transpire. You know what I'm saying? So I think Drake need to take heed because we need this battle to stay on wax, right? But Kendrick from the West Coast, he got the whole West Coast rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about the West Coast, when they into these battles, like the hood, and like the folks, they be, you know what I'm saying, locked in with it. So then when whoever the opposing rapper is comes to Cali, sometimes, man, you know, the streets make it hard for them. You know what I'm saying? So Drake need to take heed to that, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Kendrick would send nobody at Drake, but some niggas would take it upon themselves to try to do something to Drake. You see what I'm saying? Just like when Biggie went out there, I'm going back to Cali. Then he went out there, and they gunned him down. You see what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta be real careful out there in Cali, man. You know what I'm saying? They in the Bay Area, they really love that boy Tupac. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of folk that took that AI song that Drake put out with the Tupac verse on there. He should have never did that. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of folks took that shit personal. You know what I'm saying? I think he should have just left that shit alone. But the fact when he did that turned Kendrick up some, but also, you know, got a lot of people out there on the West feeling the way about that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if he do got a show date out there in Oakland, he got to make sure that thing is heavily secured, or just cancel that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You got plenty of money. That shit ain't gonna make or break you. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, just avoid, you know, anything that could be detrimental to your health, my brother. You know. So that's what I got to say about that right there. Now, also in that song, he pointed out some shit about, you know, he gave a history lesson on how Atlanta was a black Mecca, you know what I'm saying? Black folk building trains and railroad, well, building a lot of stuff, railroads and things of that nature. Then you talking about how Drake, you know, he came to Atlanta when he was, you know, trying to get right, got with Future. Future helped him get, you know, get his music in the clubs and stuff like that. Lil Baby put him up on the lingo. Lil Yachty put him up on swag, got him painted nails, I guess. You know, he rocking with 21 Savage, you know what I'm saying? Went to acting tough because he around Savage or whatever. Then Quavo, you know what I'm saying, told him he can be from the outside and so forth and so on, right? So he basically saying Drake like a culture vulture, you know what I'm saying? And like, I think the one thing Drake done did wrong is this, you could tell by his last song when he spoke on Future, he was he held back, he kind of spared Future from the disses, basically like, man, that shit fucked me up because me and him ain't never really been through it. So it sounds like him and Future issue is some unknown shit that probably coulda, woulda, and shoulda been resolved through a phone call. But sometimes niggas' egos, especially when they got money like that, niggas' egos get too big to make the phone call. and niggas just be having other niggas in their ear, and niggas go to running with it. Even I think Drake said that he feel like Future had somebody in his ear. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, but back to my point is like when you went to dissing Pluto, Pluto is Atlanta. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the city, the Atlanta, we go ride with that boy Future, man. That Dungeon family, you know what I'm saying? Royalty. So niggas in the city, they rocking with Pluto. So if Pluto ain't fucking with you, you done really, you know what I'm saying, kind of isolated yourself from the city. You know what I mean? And then you got Kendrick over here. He got the whole West Coast behind him. So it's like you kind of, you know, turning your own ward off, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to beef with some of these other niggas that really ain't got that kind of pull or that kind of clout in the streets. Like, you can be with ASAP Rocky. You know what I mean? Don't nobody give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest, nobody don't care. You can be with The Weeknd. Nobody don't care. Even Metro Boomin. Nobody in St. Louis give a damn. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter with them kind of niggas. You know what I'm saying? But when you go to, you know what I'm saying, trying to dig Pluto, you got this, the city gonna be like, yeah, I don't know. To the point where you got Free Band, you got Black Migo, that Scooter there, all them run together. This Zone 6, whatnot. So it's like, it's gonna be hard for you to come to the city, bro, and do some shit. Not saying you can't. I'm not saying it's a no-fly zone in Atlanta by no means. I'm not saying that. But Atlanta is a big port when it comes to the hip-hop scene, just like LA. So if you done, you know what I'm saying, got the LA, got Cali and all these niggas, California and the whole West Coast, you know, against you, then you got Atlanta against you, bro, it's gonna be hard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna have to double down in Houston, and you gonna have to double down in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He got tired of Memphis. He got tired of Houston as well through Rap-A-Lot. I think he did it from Memphis. Well, got a lot of ties in Memphis or whatever. So you got to double down on them Memphis ties and them Houston ties. You know, but I just don't. So what do y'all think though? You know what I'm saying? Do you think any of this is a good move or bad move for Drake when it comes to the aspect of him dissing Future? You know, would that affect his, you know what I'm saying, his stance or anything in Atlanta, the way he move or the way he's received in Atlanta? You know, is it safe for him in Atlanta to go and do as he please? Or do you think if he come to Atlanta, he lacking and he's slacking, you know, something might happen to him? You know what I'm saying? Same thing on the West, especially in the Bay. You know, you think he out there on the West, do you think he good out there, or do you think he done put himself in a compromising position by beefing with Kendrick? You know what I'm saying? And then when I say that, I'm not saying that Kendrick nor Future themselves are gonna do anything to them. I don't see that happening. But the influence that these guys have on their respective hometowns or home cities or home bases, and the niggas that's up under them, you see what I'm saying? The people that's up under them, that got way more closer ties to the street, them be the niggas that you got to be leery and weary of, because they can make a phone call and, you know, get your nose wiped, you know what I'm saying? Get your block spent type shit, you know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what you think about that whole situation right there, or do you think, you know, it ain't no risk, it ain't no threat. Drake good in every hood, whether it's Atlanta, LA, Compton, Oakland, San Fran. Y'all let me know, man. You know, Sporty Black, I'm signing off. We grinding off. If you new to the channel, hit that sub button, man. Like and share the video. Go on, make sure you comment. Let me know what y'all think about this topic, man. I'm out.